cruise control is becoming so common with newer bikes, but what about our older machines?
We have found 3 different options of throttle locks with 3 different price points, and today we're going to put it on our 2016 Africa Twins.
Which is the best option? Find out in this episode of
Do the Test!
Welcome back to the $1 million question. Our contestant has made it all the way here to the final question. Mr. Happy Uncle, are you ready for the $1 million question?
Of course!
This question is to test your knowledge on motorcycle insurance policies. Here we go. Which of the following are available in DirectAsia's motorcycle insurance policies? A. Any rider optional benefit that protects any unnamed authorized and qualified rider sharing your bike. B. NCD 30 for 10% more savings. C. Customizable coverage so you only pay for what you need. Or D. All of the above.
D! D! Final answer, D!
And you are right. Congratulations!
Haha! You all think I was wrong, right? But no! I also know that DirectAsia is giving away free vouchers when you sign up for a new motorcycle insurance policy. Good ride! Go check it out.
Experience two-wheel freedom with DirectAsia. Use promo code VeryOK30 at checkout for a $30 eCapita voucher or VeryOK60 for a $60 eCapita voucher. Head on down to directasia.com/333 for more information. Thank you to DirectAsia for making this video possible.
I'm the first one today, so I'm using the Kaoko bar and throttle lock, and it costs about $190. So this matches the Buster handguard which I'm already using. So right off, cannot really see how it's going to work, so I'm going to install and see how it goes. Where's the Allen key?
He can't find his Allen.
Oops. What is... Okay, I know this.
This one for which bike, bro?
This is for all bikes.
Can big size the stuff?
Yeah, lor. I need small one. Asian size.
That's not what she said. You second time onto the test, second time you get the most expensive thing. First one was the Garmin GPS. This is rare to see Winston with tools. Well, I'm actually intrigued, yeah.
It's very rare that I'm hands-on actually. I used to hands-on a lot, but yeah, not recently.
Hands on what?
Hands-on on my motorcycle.
You just take the bit he put down there. I cannot. The bit has to go back. In one. Like.
I'm getting a bit of Amos disease. Where's my Kaoko thing? Where's my bar end?
Bro, he threw you under the bus.
Influencer.
They have the washer and a small Allen key here. 3 washers. I will still need the bar end. So there's this 3-piece here. Oh, there's a tin and take. So I guess it's supposed to go into your grip. Goes into the grip. Yeah, right, it makes sense for the take one to go to the grip first and then followed by... So basically, when you turn the knot right, it actually pushes the friction nut towards the grip so it holds the position.
Okay, what's the difference between these two?
No, this is just the thinner options. Where's my nut?
Yeah, in your pants?
The only thing I can say, right, is that the two of them install bike parts on the bike. So yellow. The kids watching the parents, you can skip a bit.
Hey, hello! You don't come and action innocent lah, okay? You also laugh, you know.
I'm the most innocent. I only say the screw is long, that's all. When I turn it downwards, it's actually locking. When I move it upwards, it's actually loosening. Yeah?
So that's what I'm assuming also. So when let's say you open, you want a hole, you lock it. No, I didn't get it right. Wait, let me get that right first. Okay? So you open, you lock it, you let go. And then when you release at the time and you hold the lock and release, it's released already. So you don't need to loosen all the way, so it's just an open and close thing. Quite smart. It's still expensive, but quite smart.
So you think your option is better?
No? Let's find out. So I used to use the original Atlas that I got, I think it was like $150 to $200. I had to do a bit of modifications. So if you see here, I put on some epoxy because the corners are pretty sharp and I didn't want to graze my knuckles, that would suck. Then one day I took out epoxy from here, and then I lost the screw. So we decided to get a knockoff, right? Which looks exactly the same. And this one has got a screw but different size.
Okay, I finished using this already, so you can use this. Right?
Thanks, bro.
Basket.
By the way, guys, get your 333 airflow caps on 333.com. Mine is special one, mine can change color one. Hey Jake, you see that?
What?
See, change color one. Hey Jake, you see? Too fast ah.
Why, y'all want to disturb me?
No, I just was curious how you install, that's all.
Hey bro, this one look tombadik eh.
No lah, like even with the original Atlas, right? You have a top mount and you have a bottom mount. So the friction plate has to interface with the unit here because this one is locked. This is locked onto your handlebar.
It's protruding so high.
Yeah, that's why like on mine, I put this on. You see the it's sharp here, right? So imagine if you're riding without gloves and you need to do something and you scrape your knuckle or something like that.
I think my one very sleek. My one very sleek and nice.
Oi.
Today you witnessed the power of me ignoring somebody.
Since you didn't read the manual, would you like me to read it for you?
No.
You are supposed to put the screw here and not tighten it, just to lock the first few threads first. And then slowly rock this in until you cannot move this anymore. Then you tighten the screw down so that it will click, it will cinch in.
Okay.
MN RTFM.
What is MN?
Mark never read the manual.
So I am using this for today's test, but and this is based off experience. If you're going to use this permanently, you really want to put on thread locker.
Why yours so difficult like that one?
But mine one screws, I don't need to take out my blockbuster.
Yeah, but it takes so long. I already done already.
No, you took about the same time, no man?
No, I do a lot faster, right?
I'll wait till you all see mine.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I think it'll work.
My throttle lock is the cheapest option at $10 to $50, and it's also the easiest to install. All you need to do, right, is to unscrew this.
Yeah. You need tools?
Don't even need SBV tool, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, too much. Then you screw back. Done. What's that?
32 seconds.
32 seconds, 12 minutes.
But
I forgot, 20 minutes.
does it work?
Ta-da! Easy and practical and time saving.
Ugly or not?
Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder lah.
Bro, this one right, you riding your bike, that time your bike happy to see you.
Damn it.
You, good morning! Good morning!
Mari kita.
Right off the bat, I don't feel the throttle lock immediately at where I'm holding the throttle. For me to actually engage the throttle lock, my wrists have to move to the right. So I think it's not the most easiest to use because or you just need time to get used to it. The tension of the throttle lock has to be right. If not, you have to keep adjusting on the go.
Is it a bit difficult to use, or are you just not used to it?
First of all, it's not used to it, and I have a problem tightening the lock or get the lock in position because I have to move my wrist to the right. And to really lock it, I need to close the throttle and then turn together with the Calco lock, then it holds.
Are you overthinking it, Winston?
I might be overthinking, but it's not that easy to use right off the bat. It's not that easy.
Okay, later I want to try.
So we are going to change bikes, and it's only made possible with DirectAsia and their optional Any Rider benefit. How awesome is that? If you'd like to support the channel, consider DirectAsia on your next insurance subscription and use Very OK 30 or Very OK 60 at checkout. I want to try business bike. Bye.
I want to try.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. You have to close the throttle and oops, and open. Let go. Oop, nope. Got it. And if I need to close, you close. A bit tricky, Winston.
Try maintaining your throttle and activate the throttle lock.
Yeah, tricky. Very tricky. I try. Wait, I did it. I'm very sure that I'm using it wrong. Those of you guys who have this cruise control, please let us know in the comments how you use it. Because to me at least, it's not very intuitive. Like if I can have the throttle open, then how I want to activate? It's a bit weird unless I do that, right? But it's a two-hand operation. So let us know, let me know. I don't find this very intuitive. I love how it looks, but not very intuitive.
Do you think it would be better if it was on the inside near the control cluster as compared to the bar end?
If it was inside, of course, because then you have your index finger and your thumb to tighten, right? It's a lot easier to do that than it is to do that, right?
I actually find this very confusing. Whoa! Okay, I activated it already, but it's very different from the other two. Like it takes a lot more brain juice to actually activate this.
I agree also. Especially when you hold the throttle and you want to throttle lock while you are holding the throttle. That is like, to me, it's like a gymnastics stunt.
Yeah, but I think like if I get used to it, right, it's quite easy to use actually.
I would say I want to try also, but unfortunately the any rider they have is 30 to 65 and I'm 29, so too bad.
So for mine at least, the Atlas knockoff, ease of use. So if I'm gonna do this, let me match speed and I do that. Oh, still slowing down. Oh no, it doesn't hold. So as you can see, the lock is engaged, but I can still close the throttle, which is what you want in a throttle lock. You don't want it to lock dead, right? So but now this one, yeah. Watch my speed. I'm not gonna touch it. It's gradually closing. So yeah, I guess I didn't have this on the original one, so I guess knockoffs are not as awesome. So like as with any throttle lock, when you lock, you want to be able to do that, right? So like I've got the lock on now, and it still allows a bit of throttle movement. This is good, but it's not holding enough. So, oh well.
Actually, this one works quite good. It's like better than the one I was using. And they also have like a button to release the lock, which is this one.
Oh bro, the Atlas knockoff strong or not?
The Atlas knockoff not bad. I think I prefer this one than your... Wait, which bike are you on? Oh my god, I'm confused.
I'm on Winston's bike.
I prefer this to my previous one.
Okay, it's accelerating 1 km per hour slowly. But other than that, I think it's also very good. How much is this?
It's about $30.
I will get this. I think this is better than the one that Amos bike.
Okay, my turn. The simplest design and the easiest to use, I feel. If you want to have the throttle lock, all you have to do is to go to your desired speed, use your finger and press down the throttle lock. That's it.
Oh no. Hey, but then this thing, right, like it's so general, but every bike the throttle or some thick, some small, a lot of variation, right? Like a lot of variables, I mean.
I think with this throttle lock, right, one thing is that your throttle grip size also matters. So in this case, right, I think the throttle grip is on the thinner side. So like you would need, like an extra rubber band in between the throttle grip and the throttle lock to have it hold its place. So some of the kits that we saw online, they come with that rubber band thing for specific bikes or different throttle grips. But in this case, I think we took a bit of a gamble. So, it came without that rubber band thing, and then apparently it's not working.
So we just came back from trying out the 3 different types of throttle locks. My brothers Mark and Winston. What do you think about the throttle locks?
So personally for me, I actually like the Calco among the 3, although the usage is a bit more complicated, but I feel that it has the best holding power, as in it can lock the throttle the best compared within the 3.
And it looks damn good.
It looks damn good.
It looks good. And I realized that if you get it right, it works. Simple, but you can get it wrong. That means you're supposed to turn it on, right? And for some reason it doesn't, then you just go.
Yeah, it happens.
For me, I think the Atlas, right, and my throttle lock, right, both have the same issue. They don't give you that sense of security. That means they don't really lock that tightly compared to the Kakao one.
For me, I feel it's the same. Yes, you have cruise control, but these analog cruise controls all have their limitation. You have these that don't hold too well. You have that doesn't hold at all, or until you get it really tight. And then you have this where you fiddle and fiddle and fiddle and fiddle. I don't know. this kind of analog cruise control, not really my thing.
So for those of you whose bikes don't come with cruise control, like ours, you know, here are 3 different options that we've tried. For me, I will go with Calco because it's like the most stable one. What about you guys?
Same. I would go with Calco, although it gets time to get used to it, but I will go for that.
Calco wins.
Calco wins!
This one can throw away.
Let us know which one you prefer in the comments below, and we hope we've helped you make a decision based on what we've shown you today. With that, we are 333 and see you on the road.
Or you can buy a new bike
Huh?
With cruise control
with
extended.
cruise control.
Oh yeah, can. Adaptive cruise control better.